So as you can see, Caitlyn's going back and forth with this referee number 39. And then he says something where she actually has to be held back.
Caitlyn Clark's heated ref run-in exposes major WNBA officiating crisis. In a moment that has rocked the WNBA, Caitlyn Clark's confrontation with referee Michael Price during the Indiana Fever's July 15 game against the Connecticut Sun has triggered a full-blown league investigation, and even louder calls for reform. What started as a routine third-quarter conversation turned fiery when Price appeared to say something that caused Clark's demeanor to shift from frustrated to furious. Cameras.
Do you know what that told me? That told me whatever that referee said was a big no-no. Whatever that referee said, as soon as it left his mouth, he said, damn, I definitely should not have said that. Nah, I crossed the line. Because you don't get screamed on by a player like that. You don't get shown up on the court by a player like that and not call a technical foul unless you are in the wrong.
Caught her shouting, "That's just rude. Grow up. Come here." Despite the intensity, Clark was not given a technical foul, suggesting even the officiating crew knew the line had been crossed, just not by her. The incident is just the latest in a season full of controversial no-calls, inconsistent officiating, and a lack of protection for the league's brightest star. Clark has been subjected to physical defense that borders on dangerous: elbows, stiff forearms, even groin targeting.
If the ref said something crazy to Caitlyn, and then Caitlyn got teed up, immediately, he's probably like, immediately it's going to be rescinded. She says, I'll be calling presumably the league to report whatever was said.
With little response from referees or the league office. And yet, when she finally stood up for herself, the league's response wasn't to support her, it was to investigate her. The question now being asked, why is the WNBA more interested in disciplining Caitlyn Clark than in holding officials accountable? Clark, who's brought record-breaking ratings and attendance to the league, has faced physical play and rising tension all season. Yet instead of addressing the root of her frustration, the lack of fair, professional officiating, the league seems to be focusing on punishing her for reacting.
Clearly upset with how this game has been going, how this game has been officiated, and then this referee doesn't call a technical foul on Caitlyn Clark. And that makes me believe that whatever he said was clearly out of bounds, clearly uncalled for, and a big fat no-no.
According to insiders, Clark is already close to a one-game suspension due to accumulated technical fouls. Adding another over this incident could sideline her for All-Star Weekend, an event the league has heavily promoted around her. It's a decision that could backfire. Fans are rallying behind Clark, not just because she's a star, but because her frustrations reflect deeper, systemic problems.
The Connecticut Sun, literally, they defended Caitlyn one way the entire game, and the referees were biting their whistle. They were refusing to give up anything, and then in the fourth quarter, at the end of the game, they suddenly start calling everything, and that was a big factor in the game. Like, the referees were horrible.
In a league trying to grow and gain respect, the officiating must rise to the moment, not drag the players down. At a time when the WNBA should be protecting its most valuable players, it appears they're protecting the referees instead. And if that doesn't change, the league's brightest future might dim far sooner than expected.